So we gonna do it like this. We gonna do it like this. How did we make it this far? Let's go. Got a way of shaking things, I can feel it shit. That was it. Thinking back at '05 when I had that '05 so far. I didn't set a precedent. A dope spot when the folks shot loved ones and the killers had a precedent. Now before evidence.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
My dude, what's good?
Man, ain't nothing, man. Feeling good, living good, staying positive, staying in control of what I can be in control of, man.
Congratulations on the new project, man. We ready.
Man, thank you so much. So I gotta start it off because you kicked it off by saying that, man. You know, energy is not created or destroyed; it's just transferred. So by you telling me, congratulations, man. Thank you for being a part of the project, man, and sharing your gift with me, man. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. It's an honor. Let me let some light up in here, man. Hold on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Turn some, you know what I'm saying? Get some light up in here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Brighten up the. It's still light outside. I don't know if it's dark out there.
Right. What is it like? It's 4 o'clock there.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
Bro, it's 7:04, so the sun going down over here.
That's what's up, man. But yeah, man, congratulations on the project. Everything you've been putting out sounding great. I know everybody's excited. I'm excited.
Man, thank you so much. Like I say, man, bro, you top tier MC, dog, one of the illest. So thank you for coming through and blessing the joint, man. For real. Thank you so much, man.
Man, the feeling is mutual, bro. The feeling is mutual.
Yes, indeed. For the people watching, man, Locksmith is on a joint called Work of Art with me, him, Jaron Benton, DJ Paul. Like, man, and it's a beautiful thing. I think that it's I don't know, man. It's like we give people substance but still making them bounce at the same time, which is what I notice about your music too. You could still bounce and you could still get that turn up to it, but you've given the people so much brain food. And is that something that you're conscious of when you picking your beats, or how does that work for you?
Yeah, I guess kind of a little bit of both. I mean, it's I mean, of course, you know, I'm conscious of it, but I'm subconscious. I mean, I like shit that got that bounce to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want something that's gonna be, you know, that's gonna, even if you're not even paying attention to what I'm saying, the beat or the flow is still going to, you know what I mean? It's gonna grab you. So I just, you know, because I don't just I listen to a variety of kind of music, a variety of hip hop, a variety of music in general. So my music is going to be reflective of that. So I mean, it's a subconscious thing on the fact that I'm just like, when I pick out stuff, I'm like, oh, that shit is hard. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm always going to give you some kind of substance, even if I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? So that's just usually how it goes, you know?
Absolutely. Facts, man. I seen somebody in the comments was saying, when is the next Locksmith project coming?
Man, you know, I don't know. I have a lot of music. I'm just not in a rush to put it out. I just released a single a week ago, the one with Exhibit and Razkaz and Brevy. So I'm letting that marinate, and then I'm just gonna, you know, try to stay consistently giving everybody, you know, we've worked on some more stuff. So I'm just trying to give it that music, and then when I feel the time is right, then I'll put out the project. But it's coming. I mean, it's definitely coming sooner than later.
Absolutely, yes. I definitely I got a joint with Locksmith on my project. He got a joint with me on his project. Both of them joints is crazy. I wish we could have got a chance to do videos, man, before this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, before all of this shit got crazy.
Yeah, but we gonna get it done. I mean, it ain't never, you know, it ain't never too late. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And you just mentioned Exhibit and Razkaz, man, like big homies, OGs in the game, man. Before we had got on, I was just talking about, you know, basically how necessary that is for the generation that comes before to always give back to the generation underneath. Like, who are there some cats in the game that people wouldn't know about that kind of put their arm around you and gave you the game? Like, is it some people that you that are from the generation before us that you look and be like, damn, that was real cool of them to like chop it up with me like that?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've come across a lot of people, man. I've been fortunate enough. You know, obviously Exhibit and Razkaz and guys like that. You know, when I very first was starting off, people from here in the Bay Area, like EA Ski, who showed me a lot of you know, a lot of game.
Salute
Uh,
to Ski, like, cause he gave me the game as well.
yeah, Ski Beats from New York.
Damn,
Um,
Ski Beats gave me the game too. Hold on, man. This is crazy. We had the
yeah,
exact same
man,
path. Go ahead though.
absolutely. You know, I heard you talking about Royce earlier, you know, Royce and Keno and guys like that I've come across with. And then just like, I mean, so many people. I mean, I just try to take information from people whenever they give it. I try to soak it up. Even if I can't apply it right at that moment, I take it, I keep it with me. You know what I mean? I try to learn from it. Um, and it's been, I mean, just even outside of just like hip hop, just like OGs in my life that I've met, that I was able to get information from and apply that to my life in general and apply it to my career. And I think that that's very crucial, you know, because when I was just like a teenager, you know, I was fortunate enough to have like mentors, basketball coaches, academic people, you know what I mean, who were just kind of like giving me game and giving me knowledge and how to maneuver through the world. And I apply some of those same principles in my life now and in my career now and everything I do. So I don't know. I try to, you know, do the same thing, whether it's through music or whether it's through people that I know, try to give them that information. And because I was fortunate enough to have it, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. So let me see. With this whole pandemic thing, man, what I've been trying to do is find like a silver lining. And
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying to people, you know, and I think we touched a bit on it, like when I came into your live one time,
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, I think that if there is a silver lining to all of this, is people getting in touch and in tune with themselves and caring about each other more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for
Mm-hmm.
you, what has been the silver lining or the lesson that you personally have taken from this, the current state of affairs, man?
I think that just on a practical level, it's just been the fact that um just being the fact that I'm at home. I'm fortunate enough, you know, to be able to stay home. You know, everybody isn't like that. You know, some other people are under a lot more stress, and I'm very, you know, sympathetic for that. But me being able to be at home and work on music and be able to work from home, you know, I can record right here, got the mic right here, got the, you know what I mean? Everything's set up. I can record at home. I can still keep working. So I'm able to be even more productive in that sense of being like, okay, I'm at home. I might as well, you know what I'm saying? And I think mentally for me, it kind of even takes pressure because for me, staying at home isn't that difficult. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because that's kind of when I'm not on the road or anything like that, I'm usually just at home or in the studio. You know what I mean? So that's
Mhm.
usually how it works. So the fact that I don't have the pressure, like there's nobody coming into town, like, yo, I gotta go out to this event or I gotta go do that. You know what I mean? Like those are the things that those type of things, truth be told, are kind of like more difficult for me. I have no problem with sitting at home and writing.
Mhm.
The only thing that's been real difficult is just like going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thing. I get out the house, I go to the gym, I work out. But so now it's like can't really go to a gym, so I'm just, you still get your workout in outside or at home, stuff like that. But I do miss that. But it's just kind of, for me, it's kind of taking pressure off in the sense of like having other shit to do. So it's like, all right, if the world is stopped, then I'm just about to utilize as much of this time as I can. So
Yep.
when we are able to start maneuvering again in society, I'll you know what I mean? I've made use of the time that I had. I don't know. What about you? What do you, how have you looked at it?
Man, like I said, I think for me, I've been finding my peace in being creative. And I've been looking at it like, you know, we all got gifts from above, you know, from the creator. And I feel like in times like this is when we should look to those gifts to help each other and keep each other in a positive space. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, it's like, okay, if I'm a musician, how can I further use that gift to glorify God's will, which is to keep all of us in a positive space and to keep faith? So for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, okay, if what I do when everything is normal is to entertain and to talk to people and spread good vibes, I think that it's my job to do more of that. It's like, okay, well, make music to keep people happy, put out more music, give people something to smile about, because maybe like a song that I make will be the song that some doctor listens to on their way to the hospital, you know, having to deal with all of these patients and the anxiety that they have. But maybe my song will inspire them, and then they can come home and spread that energy to somebody else. And then that, like, I just want to be a part of the solution and not the problem. I don't want to spread fear. I want to spread hope. So
Yeah,
for me,
yeah.
it's how I've been looking at it. Is like, okay, maybe through this gift, maybe through music, I could in some way be a part of keeping people in a positive space, and maybe
Yeah,
that little bit of hope will make somebody's day a little bit better, man.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that. I mean, I'm a naturally optimistic person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, even when I'm just at my lowest and I'm like, damn, man, I always be like, well, but you know what? Maybe that, you know what I mean? I always find that silver lining kind of in anything, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
if I can just kind of spread that same sentiment to people, maybe that's, like you said, maybe that's just that one thing that can motivate or inspire somebody during, you know, a difficult time. So I mean, this is an unprecedented type of situation we in, and the fact that we can still, you know, give people some type of glimmer of inspiration or hope. I mean, I think it's very necessary.
Absolutely, man. And you, let me see. I'm gonna jump around from topic to topic. You
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about,
Whatever. What
being
are you want
able
to
to,
talk about?
yes, being at the crib and shit. So the first time we met was recently at the show with Jaron and Chris Webby, and it's
Uh-huh.
like I had heard your name before, but that was the first time we met.
Likewise.
How did that relationship with you, Jaron and Webby, how did that start? Where did y'all meet at?
Oh, let's see. I met Webby. I want to say, I think I face to face. I want to say I met Webby at like in New York at like at Sway's show. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I think he was having like a big cipher. I want probably end of 2013 or something like that. I think that's when I first met Webby, and he was just a cool ass dude. He was like, "Yo, bro, I respect you." I was like, "Yo, I respect what you do." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we had both had been working Ski Beats too. You know, out about him was working through working with Ski Beats. So then we met and we just connected after that. You know what I mean? We just kind of like stayed in touch. I can't even think of how we just continue making songs. I can't even remember. I think we just kept crossing paths. You know what I mean? Out on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And with Jaron, so Funk Volume, you know, which was the label that Hobson, Dizzy, Jaron, all those guys were on.
Right.
I had met Hobson and Dame, who was like they were the co-owners of Funk Volume back, you know,
Yeah.
back at the time. And I had met them and I kept in contact with Dame, which was the, you know, like I said, the owner or the co-owner. And me and him had just kind of developed like a cool relationship. Just, you know, I would hit him up and get advice, be like, yo, Dame, what do you think of this? Or how did y'all do this? You know, because I saw their movement going.
Mm-hmm.
And just through keeping in contact with him, you know, whenever I would come to LA, I would hit him up. And then when I was in LA, he was like, yo, I'm shooting this video for Jaron Benton. Why don't you come out to it? And that's actually how I met Exhibit at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was at Exhibit Studio in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Jaron was shooting like some videos. So I met Jaron. He was hella cool. And we just kind of kept in contact. You know what I mean? It just kind of
Mm-hmm.
kept cool. And then, you know, we just end up all doing songs together. And then, you know, fast forward a few years, you know, we all on tour. Webby was like, yo, you know, let's go on tour because we had some songs together. So it just all kind of made sense. So just, you know, just having mutual respect and eventually, like, you know what I mean?
Oh shit, you there? It went out
Yo,
for a
can you hear
second.
me?
Yep, I can hear
Yeah,
you now.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that is so crazy how small the world is, because Exhibit is how I met Dre. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He told me that. He told me that. He told me that. He told me that. You Exhibit was, not to cut you off, but one of the
Mm-hmm.
first people when I first met Exhibit, I was talking about you, and you know what I mean. I was just like, yo, I was excited, just, you know what I mean, because I had already admired, you know, because I knew your manager. I don't know if he's still your manager, but from back in the day, Young Sav, right?
Young Sav, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Young Sav was telling me about you back in like 2011, 2012 or something like that. You know what I mean? He was, that's all. So that's how I was just like, I had really got put onto you because he was telling me about you. And then by the time I had met Exhibit, you know what I mean? He was just speaking highly of you. And but yeah, it's just a small world.
Man, super small. And then, like I said, I didn't know that you and Ski Beats had a relationship because, bro, I got, like, I feel like Ski Beats got a whole Jon Connor Ski Beats project just sitting there that we did. Like,
Really?
yeah, yeah, dog. Like,
When did y'all do
bro,
that?
bruh, this was probably like 2011, maybe. And I remember, dog,
Wait,
like,
how did y'all do that? Because I was around Ski constantly in 2011. So when did
yeah,
y'all
man,
record that?
bro, I remember it being cold outside. So I remember I was over at Ski B's crib, like, consistently, like,
Was this crib was it in Yonkers or Brooklyn or Manhattan? Where was you at?
but see, I'm terrible at knowing what parts of New York I'm in. Like, I just remember, damn, what do I remember about
What
his
did it look
crib?
like? What? Because I was there, so I know. Because I was with him all the way. Because when I first met him, we were in the big art gallery that Dame Dash had. So
Uh-huh.
that's where I had recorded my project with him there. So basically, it was like a studio, and Ski was just basically like living in this big ass like art gallery in the studio. And I would
Mm-hmm.
just sleep. I would just sleep in the studio. We'd be recording, and we did a whole album together. And we released it in 2011. And then we started working on some more shit. But by that time, he had moved to Brooklyn, and it was like a 1 bedroom apartment in
One
Brooklyn.
bedroom apartment. Nah, bro, I feel like that's where I was recording at.
But then right after that, he had moved to Yonkers, which was like a little bit upstate New York, and that was kind of like a big loft. It was like a big loft.
Okay, damn. Cause like my thoughts on it, it was like I remember it being an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it being a pretty big open space. Like, cause
Then
it was so,
that was probably the loft. He was probably in Yonkers. That was probably the one in Yonkers.
that's crazy as shit. But he definitely do. And I wonder, I should hit him up because, bro, we at least did. I know we didn't finish it, but I
Mm-hmm.
know it's at least 7, 8 joints that we
Bro,
did.
same thing. I got a whole album with Ski that probably we probably did like 8 or 9 songs, and it was him and the guitar player Jon Connor.
Mm.
And he was just like Ski programming drums, finding samples or whatever, and Jon Connor was just like playing piano, and we just did that whole project. We didn't finish it, same thing, and then I don't know what happened.
Damn. So that's crazy. So was you on your own taking trips to New York and
I
back
was
to the
doing.
to
I
the
was
West
on my
Coast?
own, bro. I was staying. My boy was in medical school, or he was doing his residency
Mm-hmm.
in upstate New York, in Westchester, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was flying New York, sleeping on his couch or on his floor in Westchester, and then I was taking the Metro North all the way down to Tribeca and recording with Ski. Um, and that's what I was doing. And then by that time, like after a few months or months of getting to know Ski, me and Ski got hella cool. And then I just started spending the night at the studio. And then when he moved into his apartment, I would just sleep on, like, he had like a little cot. So I would just
Mm-hmm.
sleep on the cot and just, you know what I mean, just crash at his spot. But I was flying, I was doing everything on my own, just flying out there.
Bro, I salute you because all of my people that I knew or that I ended up being cool with and know in New York came from because I knew Sav, like, you know what I'm saying. So it was like I had that middleman person that introduced me to people, you know what I'm saying. But man, I got nothing but respect for that because if you was having to go get it all on your own, man, that's crazy, bro.
Bro, I was out there just like going out there working with Ski was basically how I met everybody. Like, because I'm not like directly through Ski, although I did meet a lot of people through Ski, but um just indirectly, just having a place to go to be out there to work. You know what I'm saying? But then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, then I met my boy Matt, who was the engineer for Ski. Then he became my engineer, and still to this day, he's mixing my records. I started meeting videographers. I end up meeting Young Sav. I end up meeting people at Def Jam. I end up meeting people at Warner Brothers. You know what I mean? Like, I just started
Mm-hmm.
networking, just with a lot of people, different producers, reconnecting with Sway, meeting Webby, like all that was because I was just out there, just basically like, man, fuck it, I'm just about to go out to New York and see what I can make
Mm-hmm.
happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then,
man, I be telling that to like artists that are younger, like
uh,
just be around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
mhm,
something is, always make sure you treat people right and just be around. And
mhm,
something is bound to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
mhm,
that was one of the toughest things about being from Flint in the game is like
mhm.
there's a hip hop scene here, but it's like, New York and LA is like where the movers and shakers at. That's who's gonna put you on. That's how you get opportunities, you know what I'm saying?
But I got some questions for you though.
Oh shit, come on with it. Let's go.
Because whatever information you can divulge.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's go.
But
Shit.
so basically, I'm just gonna give you my perception because it's crazy. Before I had reached out to you,
Uh
because you had put out a freestyle before that. Just nobody had heard of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as far as like you hadn't put out no music in a while, so everybody was just like, you know. But you know, people in the know was always just like, you know, Jon Connor was nice, Jon Connor. You know what I mean? And then I had a homie in L.A. who was friends with somebody that was working with you or some stuff over there at Aftermath and Interscope and all that kind of stuff. So they would give me like little updates. But anyway, so after years, a few years go by, and me, Jaren, we were in the car, and I was just like, we was like, bro, like Jon Connor and da 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 da. We were just like talking. He was just like, yeah, man, my nigga, we was doing stuff, and then you know, we just ain't nobody heard about him. I was just like, and then literally you put out that freestyle, and that's when I DM'd you, and I was like, bro, you know what I mean? That's what I was like, man, good to hear from you, whatever, and then we just started reconnecting. So I guess I just want to know, like, what was you doing? Like, what was going on? What was it like? Like, you know, I mean, obviously, I know you was recording music, you was doing stuff, but I would just kind of like want to know from, you know, straight from the horse's mouth, like, what were you doing? Because I was hearing stuff from other people, but I just want to know, like, what was you doing and what was your mind frame like? You know what I mean? Were you under any kind of frustration? Were you busy? Were you just going, like, what was going on? Like, I have no idea.
Man, my nigga, I'm glad you asked that question. That's all, like, for real. That's awesome, man. Damn. Okay. So I'll start off by saying I think that the system of the music industry as a whole is counterproductive to an artist being an artist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that goes to say that no matter what I say, I'm never taking shots at Dre or Interscope or Aftermath or nothing like that. I got nothing but respect for Dre, Interscope, because people at Aftermath and Interscope super nice. Like, Interscope motherfuckers, they was really, really nice people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, man, Dre hit me up like a couple weeks back and just called and hollered at me. So it's dope. Like, so to answer the question, what was going on? What was you doing? Okay, oh boy. So
I mean, first, what was the experience like? I mean, what was going on? Like, I mean, you know.
Yes, well, I was definitely recording music. That's why it's so weird for me sometimes, man, when people be like, Jon Connor stopped making music. No, I never stopped making music.
There was no doubt in my mind you was making music.
Yeah, I was making heli music. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was making a bunch of music. I just think that, like, let me see, what's the most, like, I'm just trying to give the realest response that I could possibly give. My mindset, I guess I'll start there. My mindset was, it was frustrating because I came from doing things independent, that if somebody likes a song or if they don't like a song, fuck it, you just come back next week with another song. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because you were putting out mixtapes. I mean, classic, hard-hitting mixtapes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you, man. And so, you know, think about it. That was my mentality. Like, I came into that system of like, fuck it, let's go. It's on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was putting out shit every 2 months. It was a different project. So I came into the major label system with that in mind, but that's just not how they work. It's not, like I say, not just Interscope. I think all major labels work under the same like credo of,
to some degree,
yeah, because I think that my frustrations came, bro, from, I think that there's too much overthinking in the music business and those big buildings, you know, whatever, you know, those big corporate buildings, those big record labels. I think that there's too much overthinking. I think that they have to remember that what made you interested in an artist in the first place and what makes that artist fan base interested is who they are, what you've been doing. I think that a label tries to reinvent the wheel. I think they start trying to figure out what it is and how they can sell it. Well, just what you already was doing is what sells, you know. But I just think that my frustrations just came from that. Just like, stop over complicating things. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not that complicated. It's just music. I always looked at it like, shit, I'm gonna make what I make. Y'all either gonna like it or it's gonna suck and y'all gonna drop me, but let's just get on with it. Like, you know,
let's get on with it. Let's whatever like, we do, we gotta have some kind of motion.
Yeah. So it's like, I think that that's what, for me, like, that's what it was. I think that it's just in the industry as a whole, on major labels, I think that there's too much overthinking about every song, every detail, every this, every that, every this, every that. And it's just like, it slows the progression down. It's like, because it be artists, and it's not just me, man. You see artists that be like white hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then they get signed and then you don't hear from them no more. And it's not the artist. It is hardly ever the artist. It's the million other people around the artist that are trying to figure out ways to, you know, get a paycheck off of your project. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's slowing down what you do. And so I think
there's a lot of red tape when you sign to a label.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of people that gotta be involved, and it's a lot of things, that's a lot of permission you gotta ask, and you can't just move how you want to move. So it's like, I just think that for me, man, I'm first one to say I'm not a major label guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm an indie dude. I like I've always been that way since I was a kid. I love having control of my own destiny. Like, I never wanted to be able to look at another man or another person and say I didn't succeed because of them. Like, that's not no man shit, dog. Like,
yeah, and that's not, I mean, and that showed how you got to the point where you was at, because you was just moving. You know what I mean? You was taking your own destiny in your own hands.
Absolutely, man. So I think that's what, for me, that's what happened. Like, my relationship with Dre was beautiful. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was beautiful. Like, we had more of a friendship dynamic than anything. That made it to where when we worked together in the studio, like, it was dope, because it was just like two homeboys kicking it and making some music. But, you know, I think that in the later stages, when it came down to, like, is Vehicle City coming out? Is it not coming out? It became a whole lot of just from other people and just other people that also were decision makers. It just became, is it ready? Is it not ready? Is it this? Can we get one more song? Let's do this. Let's do that. And by that time, it's already been like 2 fucking years, 3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you go through, it's mastered, and then it's really going to come out. Then no, it's not going to come out. So it's like, that was one of the hardest.
That's got to be emotional.
Bro, that was probably the most emotional and hardest things that I had to deal with. Because think about it, like, all while that's going on, you're dealing with your fans on Instagram and Twitter and all of that. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Why did you just disappear? And it's like, you don't want to seem like you're shitting on the label or you're shitting on Dre, like, you know what I'm saying, or no shit like that. So you have to be really careful about how you answer questions. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, man, this is a bullshit, da, 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 da. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that type of person anyway. But a lot of times situations ain't that black and white. And I think people, when they watch things from the outside looking in, they just want a black and white answer, and sometimes it's not that, you know?
That's facts, man. That's facts, bro. Wow, man. Yeah, I can only imagine, man. That's got to be very, I just can imagine you had to be going through a lot of different emotions, because I know you love your art, just like I love my art. And like you said, anytime you like music business or anything, for a person who, it's a hard thing to manage, like business and art and on that, when the stakes are so high and you have so many hands that are dealing, you know what I'm saying, with your project. And it's just like, it can be difficult to maneuver. And I don't think people understand. Like, I've never been signed directly to a major label as an artist, but I've dealt with them. I've had, you know, certain deals and situations, and it can be frustrating, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've signed production deals, I've signed distribution deals, that were, you know, distributed through the major label. And just the red tape dealing with that it can be a lot if you're not used to that. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine the emotional type of, you know, hurdles you had to go through. But then now your motivation is still there, your inspiration is still there, and you back with your project now. So, you know, I salute you, man. And I'm just glad. Thank you for answering that. You know what I mean?
No, thank you. And dog, ask me fucking anything. That's what this is for. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I was curious, man.
Bro, like, no, it was bad. And like, bro, it was times I was going through depressions.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because you know, you looking at it like, I spent all this time building up momentum. I spent all this time building up my fan base and all of that type of shit, all for you to just year and month by month just watch that shit dwindle away.
But you know what I will say? I'm not saying this is your situation, because I've been in similar situations. I think for me is, and you can tell me if you feel me on this, is that like sometimes it's like the hope that it all work out is sometimes the thing that fuck you up, because you're like, all right, if you got a chance, you know, because you don't never know. You're like, well, I got this far. Let me just wait the process out.
Yeah.
Let me just get through it, because maybe it'll all work out. It'll all work out. But the next thing you know, it's like time is going by. Time is going by. And you like, at some point, it's almost like a relationship with a woman. You know what I mean? It's just like you've invested years and you're married and y'all, but then you're seeing all these signs like, man, this ain't gonna work out. But you're like, but you know what? I love her. We've already invested so much time. Let me just stick it out. But then you might be digging yourself deeper into the hole.
Exactly, man, bro. You are 100% correct, man. You are like that. Hope is a motherfucker, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hope is a motherfucker. It's so funny because, like I said, for me, it's like I believe like it was times where Dre overly expressed how he wanted the project to come out too, but like, you know what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like, you know, who knows? In the end, I know for me, what ended up happening was, I had kept that hope for so long to where I just became like I don't know if I was the easiest person to be around after a certain point.
Oh, I can imagine.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's all that frustration is starting to build up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, after so long, it's just like, you know what? I'm probably not being I'm probably just not being a good source of energy to even be around no more, because now I'm so pissed at this point that it's like I'm straight. Maybe it's best if I just dip.
Yeah. Now that's dope. I mean, at least you can take personal accountability. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And be like, hey, I had some contribution. I contributed to this. Because we artists, man. At the end of the day, artists want to make art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if we're not able to do that, we're gonna be frustrated, and it's not as easy as people think it is, man. And yeah, man, it's just interesting to hear that, man. I've talked to different people about that's been in situations, and everybody has a different kind of story. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. But I'm happy you're doing what you back to doing what you need to do, and I'm pretty sure more opportunities will grow from that. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you.
I'm like I say, I'm glad that you asked that question, because it's not something that I really talk about a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that, and even now with SOS coming out, like having to do interviews and shit, like I'm starting to get used to now, okay, I'm going to have to answer that question, because this is the first thing I've done since the last thing that people heard was me being on Aftermath, and then Vehicle City was supposed to come. So, like I said, man, you my man 50 grand. So I know that when you ask me that question, it's coming from a pure and genuine place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't, like, people got to know too, I have very thick skin and I'm at peace in myself. Like, I don't mind talking about certain things. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind talking. My whole life is a testimony, and I hope that from the things that I've went through, people can grow from it and learn from it. And you know what I'm saying, maybe they can take some of my wins and losses and look at them, examine them, and maybe apply it to their life, and maybe the shit I went through can help them out, man.
That's dope, man. That's dope, bro.
Yeah,
that's amazing, man. That's dope, bro, man. I'm excited for you, man. I'm
man, because now you see it, Brody, like, I'm back at it. Like, every Monday dropping a new record, probably every 4 months gonna be a new project, then going every Monday. It's like I'm just gonna pick up where we left off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not that dude, man, that I don't live with regrets. I feel like my 5 years spent at Aftermath, that shit was like, it was like college. It was like a learning point. It was like growing the fuck up. It was like a lot of maturing and growth that I had to do as a human being, that I feel like had I not went to Aftermath and then left and been able to reflect on just my priorities in life prior to me getting there, I don't know that I would have been able to grow like I have. So I think that everything is a divine plan, bro. Everything happens for a reason. So it's like, I'm just grateful, you know what I'm saying, for the people that I do have and the support that I do have from people. And I'm going to just build and grow on that and keep just being myself, man, and doing what I do, man.
Hell yeah, man. That's dope, man. Yo, Apathy, just, you know Apathy?
We never met, I don't think.
Oh, okay. He's up in here, man. He's showing love.
What's up?
App, man. What up, bro? We need to beat from Apathy, man. We need to all jump on there.
Well, shit, let's get it popping. Come on now. Don't tell me what a good time is going down.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. But yeah, dog, I'm excited for you, man. And with April 27th?
April 27th, yes. I ain't gonna hold you for a million years.
No, it's all good, dog.
Oh, okay.
I'm chilling. Whatever you want to talk about.
Yes,
I just want to make sure we plug the record. April, what is that? Is that Friday?
That's Monday, April 27th.
Okay, yeah. Monday. You know, I don't even know what day it is.
What day it is? Bro, this fucking beard should tell you, dog. I've lost
Bro,
track
man.
of all
I had
time
to
and
shave.
space.
I had to get the clippers out and just do myself. Get like like last week. I had to just like fuck it, man. I got to do something. My shit was getting ridiculous.
Bro, the real exclusive would be is if I took this damn hood off.
No,
Dog, yo.
you don't be cutting your own hair.
Bro, I do. That's the problem. Like,
Oh,
yo, like, bro, I gave myself the baldy, that shit halfway growing back.
oh yeah.
I
yeah,
tried
man.
to, I did kind of line my beard and shit up a little bit. So.
I get the liners. I put the little guard on. I just be like, take everything down. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
that's my problem, bro. I don't have my garters no more.
Yeah. I got the guards, man. I got to put the guards on and take it. You know what I mean? Get it together, man. I can't be. You know what I mean? I can only go so long. I mean, I didn't went, on the road. I done went about 4-5 weeks without shaving nothing. You know what I mean? So I know I can go. I can go a couple months without getting no haircut or nothing. But
Yeah.
But if I'm at home, I got time. I might as well. Like my barber was like, "Hey man, I'm still cutting. I just turned the lights off. I turned the sign off." I'm just like, man, I ain't about to go up in there. I'm gonna wait. I ain't about to take no chances right now, dog.
But see, bro, you straight though. I feel like you good.
Yeah, I'm all right. Like I said, I took it down last week. I took it, you know what I mean? I took it down, but I say every few weeks I'm gonna just line it up until we get it up out, until we can get up out of here, But how's Michigan, man? How's everything going out there as far as like the whole lockdown and stuff? Or
Well, yes, man.
how's people doing?
Everything is definitely on lockdown out here. It's just fucked up because I'm in Flint. So
Okay.
the situation in Flint is still like the water here is still not 100% good. And then you have
Still?
right. And then you
Wait.
have a pandemic that requires you to have clean water because you have to keep, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, having to ration out these damn bottles of water and how much you gonna use at what time to wash what and that, dog. It's fucking ridiculous.
In Flint, you have to use bottled water to wash stuff?
Yeah, if you don't want fucking lead poison.
It's still like that?
Yeah, it's still like that. They were in the process of fixing the pipes or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that never fully 100% got complete.
So is it like all the areas, all the counties, or is it just certain areas, or is it all areas, or how is it like?
I mean, I really pretty much don't trust nothing because it's the pipe system, like as a whole. So you know what I'm saying?
So what about taking showers? Can you take showers?
Well, the science behind that is they say if you don't absorb too much lead all at one time, you should be all right. So then you got to figure out, well, what day do I feel like taking, what 2 days out of the week do I feel like taking a shower, a regular shower? Then what 2 days, 3 days do I feel like using the bottled waters? Then fucking what days do I just feel like fuck it? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really like that, bro.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah, so we got it double time. It's a pandemic where you have to stay clean, but then the water here could possibly kill you because of lead poison. So you have to choose between possibly having the virus on you or possibly getting lead poison.
That's crazy, man. That's insane, man.
Yep,
yeah,
true
man.
Story.
We got a lot of things to fix in this country, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. That's where us as entertainers and songwriters come in, in full effect, where it's like we can tell. It's like they used to say about hip hop back in the day. It's like the news. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could tell me what's going on in the Bay. Like I could tell you what's going on in Flint through the music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and like I say, look at us, how we connected right now. Look at how beautiful music and hip hop is, that I'm a dude from Flint, you a dude from the Bay. And we on here right now and we able to educate each other about what this is doing to our respective cities, man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Yeah. That's wild, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, here, California, it's well, in the Bay Area, it's not too bad. The hospitals haven't been, overwhelmed like they were preparing for. So that's a good thing. We don't have too many cases there, so it's, we haven't been, I think New York and a lot of the East Coast areas have gotten hit bad because I think the density of the population is a lot more. But in California, we've some recent studies have shown that a lot of people have been exposed to the virus already. You know what I'm saying? Like we was exposed to it earlier. So like a lot of they're estimating anywhere between like 30 to 50 times more people have it than the actual tests show.
Wow.
So we're talking about, you know, in the millions of people have had it and already gotten over it, or they have the antibodies in their body. So maybe that's why we haven't seen such large hospitalizations and that type of stuff. So I think over time we're going to have more information, obviously, as the months go by, and we'll be able to know, like, oh, why did these populations, was this? Is it because we have a lot more you know, we're California, so we're directly going back and forth to the, you know, across the Pacific to Asia and stuff like that. Maybe our population has adapted to it to some degree or something, or maybe it's because, you know, we were social distancing a little bit earlier.
Well,
Still trying to figure it out.
Man, bro, the shit that y'all, man, nobody's lucky in this, but y'all got a better end of the stick than us, man, because Michigan as a whole got a lot of cases, especially like in Detroit. It got so bad that the hospitals in Detroit was overcrowded, so they had to start using hospitals here in Flint. So
really,
yeah,
how
man.
far is Flint from Detroit?
About an hour.
About an hour, okay.
Yep, about an hour away.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think we're gonna pull through it though, man. We just all gotta, you know, keep the faith, keep positive, and try to work through it, man. I hate to hear that shit about the water, though. That's terrible.
Man, it's fucking terrible.
That's unacceptable.
Bro. I was telling DJ Paul the other day, I'm like, man, water is like gold coins here, man. You gotta make sure you use them motherfuckers wisely, like for real, man.
That's unacceptable, man.
Yeah, man, we gonna pull it through though. Flint strong, man.
I believe it.
Yeah, man. Flint strong, bro. Flint strong. We gonna definitely get through it, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It says Michigan has 32,000, about 33,000 cases, 2,700 deaths.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all have more than double the amount of deaths that we've had.
Yep.
No, and I know our population is way more than Michigan, because we got like 40 million people in California.
Yep.
So that is high for your population. That's pretty intense.
No, it's crazy, bro. Like friends of mine and people that I know is dealing with such extreme situations. Like I got a homegirl who works in the medical field, and you know, just think about this, bro. She's having to deal with. She has patients in the hospital that test positive, right? But then she also has a son. So now it's like, damn, I don't want to infect my son, but I still got to go to work.
You got to go to work.
You know what I'm saying? But now I can't be around. Now her son is over at her mother's house and she's missing her son. And then she's having to deal with day to day. Am I putting myself in a life or death situation? It's like very extreme, man.
Yeah, people have to make hard choices, man. Like choices you can't make. You know what I mean? It's like you need people out there helping us. But then at the same time, you don't want to hurt your own family or yourself. It's, yeah, man. But, you know, I think we're going to get through it, man. I think, we're taking the right precautions and people are aware now. I mean, you know, it's a virus. We can't run away from it, but we can protect ourselves and, you know.
Yeah, I wish people would just be smarter. Like the people that are talking about, you know, we need to hurry up and open shit back up.
Yeah, I saw y'all was like, they was having like protests in Michigan.
Protests, bro. I'm like, are y'all crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like chill out. Just relax, dog. Like, relax. Yeah. Just you know.
Well, I mean, some people are suffering at home. I mean, you know, some people are losing jobs. You know, it's a difficult thing. You know, it's a difficult, like, I'm following all the rules and taking the precautions, but I'm one of the fortunate people where I can stay at home. Where some people, they like, you know what I mean? Like they could lose their lives off of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if we stay closed for so long, so it's a hard situation. Man.
It is.
I see both sides, and I don't really know. I don't really have an answer. You know what I mean? If you can stay home, stay home. I'm staying home, but some people then lost their jobs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they may never recover from it fully. You know what I mean?
Man, well, shit, man. Like, real quick, just want to send prayers to everybody that's commenting in, prayers to anybody that got it, anybody that has friends or family members who might have it, like sending our prayers, man.
For sure.
Giving y'all these positive vibes. That's why we doing stuff like this, to keep y'all in good spirits, man, to keep y'all, like, just keep everybody just in a positive state of mind, man. Straight up, dog.
Yeah, man, for sure, bro. Well, man, congratulations on the project again, dog.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
excited
you.
for you. I can't wait to hear it. I know I heard the song that we did. That shit is fire. James
Appreciate
Lynch,
it, man.
DJ Paul.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. So I know everybody gonna love it, and I'm just looking forward to it. And yeah, man, congrats again, bro.
Well, thank you, man, and man, thank you for doing this, man. I hope everybody that's down there watching, I hope y'all enjoy it, man. Like it's going down, man. April 27th, Locksmith is on the project on the joint work of art with me, him, Jaren, DJ Paul. Shit, kind of crazy. So y'all make sure y'all get it. But everybody, please stay safe, man.
Yeah, man. You too, bro. Be well, man.
Absolutely, man. You too, bro. Let's get them, man.
All right, dog.
All right, bro.
Peace.
Yo. Shouts to my bro Locksmith, man. Beautiful conversation with a beautiful human being. Y'all know what it is. Let's talk about it. So yeah, it's going down, man.
Go all horizontal with those multiple symptoms that hold.
It's going down, y'all. April 27th.